this is Alexi from Practice Results Marketing. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you don't want to miss out on any valuable information for your practice. We mainly focus on helping dental practices with their digital marketing and websites, but also do work with a lot of other practices such as allied health, and also actually do some work with legal professionals as well. Anyways, today I wanted to have a look at a website called Pacific Periodontics and Implants, pacificperio.com.au. I think overall, it's obviously quite a pleasant website with a fairly good feel to it. I think the overall flow may potentially need to be changed, though, if you really want to achieve an ultimate outcome. Now, request an appointment form basically sends out an inquiry to the practice with the information that the user fills out. The issue with it is oftentimes this will not align with the available schedule. Hence, there'll be a call back from the practice to address that and rebook. So in my experience, probably not a very good user experience, but I may be wrong because I obviously don't know the back of this business. It's got two locations, one in Tugun, one in Ballina, which is obviously Gold Coast and northern New South Wales. And I think that's great when a business sort of covers a number of different areas. However, overall, it seems to be that if you look at the site, it only features the one location, and to find information about Ballina you have to press this little button here, which in my experience is not a very good idea for the user experience. If we look at the content on the website, it looks like they've stopped posting back in 2019, so either it's a good idea to remove the dates altogether or basically continue with the content strategy. Keep up to date. The newsletter, in theory, a good idea to basically build an email list and be able to get them over the line. But to put in this format below the page, above the fold area, is not really the best way to go. It's much better to put this as a pop-up and basically come up with something valuable, whether it's check up and clean or some sort of an offer that people would actually appreciate to get. Now, this is obviously a specialized practice that doesn't do check up and cleans. They specialize in periodontics, dental implants, and so on. So maybe a good idea to reconsider that side of things as well. Obviously, a panel of dentists, that's great. It's good to see, the key people behind the business, associations they're part of. I think that's excellent. The one thing, however, when it comes to implants specifically, is really more about affordability. So if there's any affordability plans behind this business, it's worthwhile featuring that on this website. So I would highly recommend potentially looking into something like that. Health funds, Supercare, potentially a company that provides superannuation as a way to afford high-end dental procedures, could work quite well. There's a link to Facebook and Google My Business, which obviously links only to the one page. Google Plus has been phased out a long time ago, so I don't think it's a good idea to feature that. But Facebook brings us to this page, which features just the one location, and the last post was done in 2021. So I think there's an opportunity for potentially some updates there. And look, it doesn't have to be difficult. You can get an aggregator type system that allows you to post everywhere, and you can even automate or schedule your posts as well. Now, the reason why social media is important is because a lot of people use this to understand what happens at the business, or if the business is still going. COVID's really killed quite a lot of businesses, so having something like that doesn't give a lot of people confidence that the business keeps going. But look, obviously every business has got its different approach to customer experience. But yeah, I guess this is the front of the business from a digital perspective, and I think it needs to be addressed. If we are to look at the backlinks report on this particular website, and this is really more to do with the SEO side of things, I think there's obviously room for growth. It's only got quite a small number of links pointing back to it, but really this is more advanced if you're looking to sort of rank locally, which actually these guys do okay in, but there's obviously a few areas of improvement. Website speed. Now, I bring this up a lot, and overall, there's a free tool called Page Speed Insights by Google, and this is the report that came back for this particular site. The performance is not that great. Now, I'm more worried about things like accessibility, because this is how people access your website, and Google gives you a whole bunch of things to implement. So pass this on to your web team, and they should be able to sort these things out for you, at least to bring this up a little bit more. Now, it's hard to get the website to be perfect, but what you really want is for the website to be better than your competitors. That's all you're really after, and you can run their websites through this tool as well. So a bit of a tip there for you. Now, in terms of Google Trends, periodontist and dental implants, they're the two things that this website comes up for. They're quite different in terms of the trend and how many people actually search for them. So these are the trends within the past 12 months. Dental implants is obviously huge. if people basically engage through one section to be upsold into another, that's fine, that's understandable. But I think it's important to understand where the market is at and what to actually to market for, specifically using the business. If we look for dental implants Ballina, which is the secondary location for this business, these guys come up first on Google My Business, but they've only got the one review. So I highly recommend looking into getting more. And there's obviously a procedure to do that. But yeah, these guys don't come up anywhere else. So I think it's a huge opportunity right there. For Tugun, in regards to dental implants, these guys come up second. And looks like they've got the least star ratings compared to their competitors and least reviews as well. So another area of improvement quite easily as well. I also find that a good way to potentially understand where the business should focus is to look at things like Australian Bureau of Statistics. So, for example, if you look at the general data for Tugun and also Ballina, you will find the size of this particular areas in terms of population. So 12,000 versus 46,000. So what we also know about areas like Ballina is that these areas are well known for people to retire. So if you do offer a service specifically for an older demographic, seniors specifically, you can potentially find more information about the age of people living in this area. And as you can see, the median here is sort of skewed towards 45 up to 74 potentially. And if that falls into the whole service industry, this definitely is worth focusing on. A, on numbers, B, on the competitors, and C, on the actual target market that is there. If we look at Tugun, obviously a much, much smaller area. And if we're looking at the whole median, it's basically skewed from 25 all the way to about 64. So if we're just looking at the percentages of the age brackets that come up. So it's a pretty good tool to basically do some basic analysis. I guess another thing that really stands out is, understand the types of households, whether people rent, what they pay and so on. I know that Ballina is a well-established area with people who have income, and Tugun, in comparison to it, is a more touristy area with high throughput, but a smaller demographic as well. Now, this is just one way to look at it, but overall, I think these things are important to consider when you are looking at advertising or potentially tailoring your website or processes. Anyway, my name is Alexi. I thought I'd just give you some ideas to what this business could do to improve, and hopefully this information has been helpful for you. I hope you have a great day.